Hello Scorpio, this is your reading and it's your grand tableau. This is my last one for the month and we'll go back to regular tarot very shortly. But I'm going to start with your dice. You may be dealing with a Cancer, but it's very much focused on home and family with the fourth house coming through here and Mars. So there may be some disputes or arguments or, passion or tempers are running high in terms of home and family. And I'm not going to say I'm reading for the women here. It's a bit odd because actually the strongest connection that's coming through here is between this man and this child, and it is a child. I have checked, and we've got a connection here with this man in his past with the snake. She's a femme fatale and she's a woman holding a coin. She is the third party, or she was the third party. She may be the person he's with now. I'm not convinced she is the mother of this child, and the woman that I'm usually reading for, I'm not convinced she's the mother of this child, okay? There is a mother energy in here with the bear, but basically the sort of main part of this story is that this man's connection with this child is incredibly important to him, more than anything else, more than any other relationship. On the board here, and this man is very loving. He is on the house of the house, which is about family, children, the home. He may be someone who works from home. He just may be a very, home loving man, but his connection with this child is powerful. It's come through with attachment and the child divine. This is most definitely a child, and it is if it's not his own child, then it's a member of the family. I think it is his own child, but it could be a stepchild basically. So let's have a look at your oracles. Carnivorous flower fairy, a tempting offer has a high price, and I am Kali, from death comes rebirth here. So the carnivorous flower fairy is a narcissistic one-sided offer that may be coming your way in the near future. It is in connection with this child, so we might have like a custody issue here, or something to do with maintenance or access, that sort of thing. But there is an offer, and it's one that needs to be burned. Whatever that offer is, and if it has not come through yet, it is one that needs to be burned. I sort of do think it's in the future here, because when I Am Kali comes through, she talks about clearing anything that is leeching off your energy, that is draining your strength, So anything that keeps you stuck, Kali is literally going to take the head off it. And interestingly, the woman I'm reading for is on the side, which is obviously can speak of suddenly cutting something out, or something that just happens out of the blue here. But Kali is pure fire energy. She is actually the great mother, and yeah, she's major. So there's some sort of offer here. I'm not saying that, but there is an offer that's coming through that in some ways kind of like distasteful, shall we say, and I Am Kali saying no. This woman that I usually read for on the house of the scythe is cutting something off here, and this offer is likely to be financial, because if I follow it through, the scythe that she is under is on the house of the fish, which speaks about finances, wealth, money flow, investments, business. She is cutting something off in terms of money, and it could be big money. I mean, she might be getting cut out in terms of big money, because the fish on the house of the bear, both cards of cash and possibly big money. It can speak of leadership and protection here, or it can be alimony, maintenance for a child is being cut off, or it's a case of I'll pay maintenance, but it comes with these strings attached. And I Am Kali saying no. Kali's going to burn off anything that is in any way leeching off you, that drains your energy. Done. So it's cutting off this, and this could be in terms of, I mean, it could be a leadership role because it's on the house of the garden here, but it can be about exposing whatever this is. This is in this man's past. This may be someone who is got a fairly high profile position. He may be the leader of a community. Actually, he's just like the leader of his own home as well. but there's something coming in here that's basically going to be cut off. And then we have the child elemental, starseed elemental, which talks about, you know, something that's been very playful, innocent. It's your inner child. It's an actual child. In this reading, it's an actual child. And we have canary spirit, sing your own song, and the grasshopper spirit, which is take a leap of faith. So this may be a child that's, you know, coming of age, yeah, but there's a conversation that needs to be had about this child. It's one that may feel like it's a little bit risky with the grasshopper. It is, you know, full energy. It is doing something completely different. It's kind of ready to launch. Someone is going to speak out and they're ready to launch, and they may even be ready to, like, you know, burn some stuff down with it being Mars in the 4th house here, because there is something within the family or the home environment that is not acceptable with the carnivorous flower fairy. There's a Venus flytrap here. This is an energy that gives well, very little, you know, breadcrumbs you, but it will give you the very minimum required to get what they want. You know, it's not an equal partnership, and it never will be. They will bite you. That is the snake. That is their very energy. And this snake is who this man is connected with. So we've got the snake, the house, and the dog here. So this is someone this man lives with, probably currently. And they either have a child together, or this child is from a previous relationship. Because I'm really not sure who the mother of the child is. The woman I'm usually reading for that's cutting out whatever this offer is, her connection with this man is the Tower, and that speaks about separation and isolation, and it's because there is a third party here. This is what weighs on this woman, and this is why she's cutting something out here that's kind of toxic, because the snake is toxic. The snake seems like it's, maybe they were married or in a relationship or in, you know, some sort of yeah, relationship. And this third party has come along, the femme fatale, with a woman holding a coin. So maybe in a temptation here, the snake is a temptation. She's very alluring, and that's who the femme fatale is. She's going to pull you in with erotic energy. And she's financially wealthy, so that may have been a draw. Maybe this is someone who's looking for that in someone, because she is knighting the bear here, which can speak about, you know, wealth. And it is possible that someone has got into a relationship with someone who was wealthy, and because they were wealthy, but maybe not only that. But whoever she is, she's very much still part of the picture here. Now, there is a friend here, and this speaks about, you know, it can just speak about a man who's loyal to his family. But this friend is an issue, because this friend is someone who is sort of making out they're not capable of something. And they got the archetype of the destroyer in reverse. And this is someone who's intoxicated with destructive behavior, who, you know, destroys their dreams and other people's dreams. I mean, I don't think that this is this man, but there is like someone else here in the mix. I don't know who it is. So this man could be with this snake, and this woman could be with this dog. I don't know. But this dog is definitely an issue. Where's my dog? Yeah, because he's coming through on the house of the mice here. This is someone who can be a thief. This is someone who is drains your energy, leeches your energy. He might be the one that's been burnt off here. Or, you know, I mean, as I say, this man's energy is good, but it's very good in connection with this child. It's actually very good in connection with this woman. They came through with the 2 of Cups together. But it's also very good with the star. So there's a lot of threads here, you know. This dog, however, really does seem to be an issue. I don't know who the dog is. I mean, it could be, you know, just a friend of the family is knighting the, not knighting, sorry, mirroring the tree over here. So it could be a friend of the family. So it might just be a lot of people involved in your business. But yeah, this is the snake. She's the femme fatale, and she's the one that is weighing down on the female here, who's getting this offer that she's cutting out. Now, things are changing for this woman here. Her archetypes came through as the alchemist, the beggar, and the victim. This is someone who's maybe had to, you know, beg for attention or beg for money. Maybe not literally beg, but, you know, she's been on, like, she's been struggling in some way, shape, or form. She's maybe been victimized, or maybe he's just had an affair, and she's out in her arse. But things are changing for this woman here, because she has the journey and the door to value. And the journey, albeit it might be slightly delayed because there's some sort of dispute here in terms of, you know, travel or moving. There's obstacles here. She is going to have a conversation. And it may be that there's some announcement of a birth here, because that can speak of that. So there may be a child that somebody doesn't know about, but she is moving. This journey that she is going to be taking is going to be her door to value. And this is all manners of abundance. I got this in my Monarch full moon reading just a few days ago. And I actually got the woman holding a coin as well. And interestingly, the woman holding a coin was a challenge. Okay, so the door to values, but all manner of riches flowing in your direction here. So where this woman, I think, has been struggling, she may have seen a cut in money, or she may have some sort of financial offer that is, you know, in some way kind of, oh, it's unacceptable. Because it's, for her, I don't think it would be about the money. Not if it's coming from the carnivorous flower fairy and she's the, you know, the mother bear. I am Callie. She's going to burn that off here. And it may be that this is like some sort of, you know, karmic reward for making good decisions here. But there is a journey coming up for her, and it is 31 and Callie is 13. So I'm noticing there's a mirroring number there as well. So I think things are changing for her in a very positive way. But this woman, this third party, is something that's still on her mind, and it brings in some weight. Now beneath her, in terms of what she has sort of under her control, is the letter and the book here. Now the book, interestingly, is on the house of the man. So this is about a secretive man, a mysterious man, or this man has a secret, and because it's under her, this may be something she's privy to. And it may just be the fact she knows that there is a third party. She knows that there's someone else. She knows what he's up to, or maybe why he's chosen this other person, you know, because there is this letter communication that she has some control over, is in connection with the tower, which connects them. This tower, which is about isolation, but it can also speak about, you know, any sort of government building here. It may be like some sort of official communication here. So it could be, you know, divorce papers or a marriage certificate or a birth certificate. She knows something about that, and it is on the house of the child. So they're connected to a child. So it could be, you know, a birth certificate. Maybe she's doing some research because she doesn't know something. And she finds out that, you know, there's a marriage certificate, because obviously it's public record. So it could be something like that here. And that may be something that sort of, because of this, maybe puts an end to whatever their connection is. I don't think they have a current connection, to be perfectly frank. I really don't. Right, where should we go? This child, it's all about this child. You know, either someone needs to announce that they have a child, they're going to announce a pregnancy, this child is coming of age. This can be a couple that are in separation, but they have children between them, and there's the you know, one of them hasn't seen the child. It's all about this child, a child of the divine, no less. Innocence, purity suggests a special connection with the divine. It's a really happy, loving child, and attachment. This can sometimes be a negative card. I don't see it that way at all. I see that this man is just, you know, powerfully connected to this child, you know. And this man has got really lovely energy. He's come through with the heart chakra. So this is someone who's very loving, very open. He may be dealing with issues of, you know, romance and love and family, for sure. He's a god. He's also a pioneer, and he's a student. So he may actually be in some sort of teaching role here with the tower below him and the child. This is a combination of universities, schools and colleges. And he's on the house of the book, which speaks about someone who's, you know, educated, or, you know, a professor or a lecturer of some sort. So that may indeed be what he does for a living. But he's someone who, you know, is very passionate about what they do. He's very passionate about this child. He's very passionate in terms of, you know, a lifelong learning and teaching. So honestly, his energy is spot on for, you know, whoever I'm reading for here. The reason I've got this here is because the clouds are on the clouds. The clouds are on the clouds, yeah. So this is like a double whammy of, you know, confusion, disturbance, trouble, depression, not knowing what's going on here. And it is in his future, so there is something troubling with regards to this child. It may be specifically this child's health, with it being on the tree, because I really don't like to see the tree knighting the coffin here. It's a card of endings, obviously, and, you know, misfortune. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's anything like that. I certainly hope not, because the coffin is on the house of the fox. And the reason I've got my wee owl here is because that is a mirror. The fox is on the house of the coffin is in the house of the fox. So a big message from this reading is that any sneaky, manipulative, selfish behaviour is coming to an end here. And it's probably because Callie is here. Callie will not accept any of that. Simply not good enough. Trickster energy. Any scams, traps. So there's definitely protective energy. I mean, there is somebody worrying in the future here about this child. Maybe, you know, in terms of the family. And I actually do think, because this tree is on the house of the snake. So this could be this man who's worrying about this child in terms of how she gets on, or he gets on with this snake. This may be someone who feels that this child is being manipulated or being bought, because the woman holding the coin's got money. She's all about the money. She usually comes through pretty cool to me. Immaculate, you know, she's very put together. And I think this man is a wee bit worried that this woman is going to manipulate this child here by offering them some sort of gift, you know, an enticement. But this might be what this gift is, the carnivorous flower fairy. This is maybe where this offer is coming from. Let me see if I can tell you anything about the gift. The gift is on the house of the heart. This is like a loving offer, you know, a romantic gift even. I don't know why I'm getting the whole what is Wicked Witch vibe here. Who is, I don't know who that one is. It's there is a movie I'm thinking of and I cannot get it. It might be I've not seen it, I've only seen a clip. Is it The Mother Entangled? You know? And it's usually narcissistic energy, basically. When she keeps her trapped. Is it because her hair is what keeps the witchy woman young? There's something about this child, because it is a child of the divine. She's like a life source for this older woman, for this possible mother, stepmother, wicked witch, I don't know. But it's like, you know, she says she'll like keep her safe and wrapped up in her ivory tower because she loves her, you know, standard narcissistic behavior. But it is like a loving offer here. And I think this man is worried that this child's not going to be able to see that, because this child's incredibly innocent. And he almost feels like he's got to watch her, him, them like a hawk. So the offer is in terms of love. The communication, the letter, is in terms of love. And it comes back to the tower on the child. Oh my God, it is. It's freaking Rapunzel. Here she is in her ivory tower. All night and all day. Oh my God, my ears are literally buzzing here. That's painful. Okay, I'm obviously not saying someone has got a child in an ivory tower, but you know, you can take the metaphor from it. You know the score. It says someone who doesn't allow a child to blossom, which is the complete opposite of who this man is. You know? He's a pioneer of students. He wants children to blossom. He wants to teach them. He wants them to fly the nest. Grasshopper spirit, canary spirit, sing their own type of music. Paloma Faith is who I'm hearing. That's what he wants. But this, you know, wicked witch, it's not for her. She wants to keep Rapunzel in her tower. Family. And they're coming back to the snake again. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if there's much more to add there. The outcome, and I've been saying this for all of my readings, does look really promising. There is complete and utter clarity coming through. this scythe, which my woman is sat on here, is next to the stars, and the stars is clarity. It's about things spreading. And there's a key here which is about answers and resolutions. It's openings. It's, you know, and it can be an important person. It's an incredibly fortunate card along with the paths. This is like somebody gets the key to their exit route if they need one, because the roads can speak about an exit route. It is a road, it is a choice. It's freedom. Someone is getting the key to the door here. So I think this child could be coming of age 18 or 21. That may be significant. And now I'm being reminded, where are Scorpio, on your weekly reading, I felt, and it was my maiden that came through on the weekly read, and there was an opportunistic thief, bodacious bodine. That was a masculine energy. That's more than likely this dog here, who was waiting for like this maiden to get her hands on their like trust fund sort of thing. They're waiting on them coming of age before they get in there as a thief. Someone's going to see this. Hopefully it's this child. I'm seeing a lot of like stable wealth and finances in this child's future. The key is on the anchor, so you know they might be getting a new job, or you know they're unlocking something that makes them financially secure, possibly even very wealthy. With coming back to the bear on the fish here. This woman here, she's got the sun, which is a card of happiness, but it's also a card of illumination. She is seeing something. She already knows there's a secret here. She's literally sat on it, you know. And the secret is in connection with this third party up here. This is something she knows about here. That is what's been illuminated for her. And it is possibly to do with money yet again, because this is my combination of a checkbook, a job offer, dreamed for money, and news coming in about that from an older man, or about retirement and pension. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else yet. And this secret is the stork. The stork is about birth. It's also about moving, positive changes, which is what's coming in for this woman here. So, you know, there's a connection here. She knows something. And it may be with the snake above her head that, you know, she's just keeping it to herself. Right, I think that'll do. And let's just take you some advice, please, Scorpio. Watch out for whoever that friend is as well, Scorpio. I don't know if this woman may actually come into some money, and it may be via someone's will, with my tower and the coffin and the fish here. It's along with this ship, because my ship, my bear, can sometimes speak to me about an inheritance of some sort, and that's what in some way elevates someone, because she does have journey and door to value. And what it also involves, interestingly, is either anxiousness about this friend or the loss of this friend way out in her future, way out. I mean, so, well, at least 2 months, okay? But in the next month, whatever's been, you know, someone's been struggling here, or maybe it's a kind of lockdown issue with the whip on the mountain. Someone's been very stuck, you know, doing the same thing day in, day out. It can speak of, you know, violence or coercion or arguments and debates. That's loosening up. There's a conversation about movement here. The snake needs shed. Although I'm finding the name of that mother in Rapunzel or Tangled. Was it her mother? I only remember the cartoon version. I've not seen Tangled, but I've seen a clip of a movie when the kids were watching it. Alright, advice please, Scorpio. Sing your own song. Scorpio. Traders about making things fair. An equal exchange of energy that creates abundance. Summer. I love this card. Bask in joy and light. And Oracle, wait for important information. So the trader's just that. It's about an exchange of energy, making sure everything's fair. And it's also about doing what you love. So summer can be a timeline indicator. As I say, I mean, it's at least 2 months. But depends on what hemisphere you're in, doesn't it, really? Summer. Of course, I'm going in summer. We're going on Disney today. Ay, where are we? Goodness sake. Moon. Sun. It's not sun. Righto, get there in the end. That'll be worth the wait, Scorpio, apparently. Okay, here we go. Rise up, open your wings and shine. Bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifestation. This is a perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Who had that? Gemini? Clarity is arriving too. Yes, it most certainly is. Allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not to rush forward, because this is, and there's another big bush, it's going to take a wee while this, okay? Because this is a time for pleasure, enjoyment and expansion. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity and inspiration at this time, and notice what is coming to you. Notice that what is coming to you is inspiration directly from the divine. It'll be this lovely divine child. When the summer card arrives in the future position of the spread, or the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions. Okay, it's going to be great. It just might take a wee while. All right, that's your reading. Take care. Can't reach. Oops.